welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a look with the Anastasia Prism palette, and I am so excited about this palette. I really got to play with these shades a lot. I didn't do any swatches in this video. I don't usually do swatches. If you want me to start doing swatches, let me know. I could definitely incorporate that into my videos. But yeah, this is the look that I came up with. So if you like this look and you want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. So I just woke up, but it is time to break into the Prism palette. You guys, I am just obsessed with this packaging. It is just gorgeous. Like it's like a collector's item. I mean, this and the new Kat Von D Saint Sinner palette. Those two palettes, I was just looking at them and I'm like, oh, this has like Pink Floyd vibes, you know. It's just like, I'm gonna keep this box forever. I love it. Okay, but I have not opened it yet. I've played with the shades in a little bit and everything in store. That's actually what made me buy it, because whenever Anastasia first released this, I was like totally not interested in it. I was like, it just seems like another version of the Subculture palette. I'm just kind of like, meh. I didn't really care much for it. But then whenever they released it and I saw it in store, I was like, oh my gosh, I need that palette. I need that palette. So I started playing with the shades and stuff like that, and I was just like, yeah, this is for me. This is better than the Subculture. And so I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Oh my gosh, this palette, I mean, just look at that. That is just beautiful. And the fact that it's a black velvet, I like that, because then I don't really have to worry about it getting dirty, at least as much. I don't even want to touch this. I just want to put it on my vanity and just like let it chill. Well, I actually am going to throw this box away because the front looks just like the box, so. I'm actually glad that there's more shimmer shades in this palette, and I'm glad to have another Anastasia brush because I actually love these brushes. Just gonna put that in my brush thing right there. Here it is. Look at that. This shade, honestly, this shade right here was what really sold me. I was like, alright, I'll get it. I'll get the palette. I need this shade and this shade. Okay, I'm just going to go apply my base and we will get into the eye look. Okay, so starting off, of course, I'm going to prep my eyes with my Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer. Okay, and I think I'm going to go off camera and do my left eye and kind of figure out the look that I want to create with this palette, and then I'll come back and kind of walk you guys through how to do my right eye. Okay guys, I think I've got it all figured out. Alright, first off, I would just like to say I had absolutely no problem blending these shadows whatsoever. They are definitely a much better formula, or pressed differently, or whatever it may be, than the Subculture palette. Some people were saying, you know, oh, it's just another Subculture palette, and I don't know if they were saying that because of the colors or because of the formula, or maybe both, but in my opinion, it's very different from the Subculture palette. There are a lot more shimmer shades in this palette than there are in the Subculture palette. Oh, maybe some similar tones, definitely some similar tones, but overall very different, and in my opinion, honestly, better than the Subculture palette. So first I'm going to take the Unity shade. I'm just going with my Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease, but really just kind of the outer portion of the crease, because I kind of want to keep the inner portion a little bit more tacky, because I want to pop a brighter color on the inner portion there. The tackier it is, the brighter it'll appear. And then with my Delium Tools 776 brush, I'm going to take the shade Eden, kind of blend that right on top. Now taking my Mary Kay eye crease brush, I'm going to go into the shade Saturn. And I just kind of like go back and forth like this to define the bottom of that crease, and then I go up a little bit and do like these upward swirling motions. I'm going to go back and blend on top of that with my Delium Tools 776. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M562 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Sphere and pop that on the inner portion of my crease, making sure to overlap it with the other crease shades. Going back to my Delium Tools 776, just going to blend across that a little bit. Now I'm going to go back to my Anastasia brush, and first I'm going to take the shade Dimension, or as Guy Tang would say it, Dimension. And I'm just going to place that on the inner portion of my lid. I'm actually going to take that about halfway across. Then I'm just wiping off that brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Throne right here and pop that on the outer portion. Now this shade is not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. I feel like I have to build it up a little bit more than I originally thought I would have to, but it's not bad at all. I'm really finding that these shades, they don't swatch super nicely, but they work with brushes really well, and they blend really nicely. But that's fine with me. Like, who cares if shades swatch nicely if they don't work well? Like, I'd rather them actually work and do what they're supposed to do on my eyes rather than have some nice swatches. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just turning my brush to the side, and I'm just gonna kind of map out a soft wing right here. So now I'm just going to turn my brush vertically, and I'm just going to kind of very, very softly, like I'm barely touching my eye, I'm just running over the edge of that darker color so that it has a nice transition into the reddish colors. Now with nothing on it, I'm using that Anastasia brush to kind of soften the edges here. Since these are contrasting tones, they're not going to blend, you're not going to get that perfect blend and perfect transition, but you can soften the line, and I would actually recommend you to try to not get that perfect transition, but just soften the lines between the two shades, because it'll just look like a soft blend. I go back in with a little bit more of that Saturn shade on my Delium Tool 776 brush. I'm just going to blend over that darker part right here. And then I'm just going to go into a little bit of the shade Osiris, and I'm going to pop that on the center here, just to help that Dimension shade transition into the Throne shade. I'm going to go ahead and apply my Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer. Okay, so now I'm going to go into that Lure shade with my Delium Tool 776. And just run that along my lower lash line. Now I'm just going to use my MAC 214, and I'm just going to go into the shade Obsidian, which is just the black shade, and keep that really tight to my lower lash line. Now I'm just going to take my NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner, and I'm just going to pop that on my upper waterline. And then I'm going to take my Lancome Drama Liquid Pencil in the shade Macadam? It's this green shade. I'm just going to run that on my lower waterline. Now I'm just going in with my Estee Edit The Edgiest mascara and applying that to my upper and lower lashes. Now I'm just going to go pop on some lashes and finish off my face, and I will be right back. And this is the finished look. Guys, what do we think? Okay, and by the way, I did decide to pop a little bit of Lucid on my inner corners, and I forgot to show that, but yeah, this is the finished look. I decided to pair it with a nude lip. I'm wearing this Buxom lip pencil. What is this? I'm wearing the Buxom Pump Line lip liner in the shade Hush Hush with the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper. I'm not sure what shade this is, it doesn't say. But it's just like this nude shade. I don't know. I got it in my Etsy glam bag, but that is what I'm wearing on my lips. This is the finished look, guys. I'm really, really pleased with it. I really like it. I'm actually really happy with the performance of these shadows. I don't know why everyone... I mean, I haven't heard much about this palette. There hasn't been much hype over it, but from the few things that I have heard, it hasn't been like the most positive, and I'm not really sure why. I think that this palette actually performed really well. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Again, I absolutely love the packaging. I definitely think it's a collector's piece. peach. I definitely think that it's a collector's piece. I think I'll have it probably in my background around here somewhere. I absolutely love it. That is all for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you learned something new and that you're feeling inspired to step out of your comfort zone and try something new, whether it's a new technique, a new eyeshadow color, or whatever. I just want you to leave inspired. And yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in Wednesday's video. Bye!